Hello to all my BPW sisters around the world. My name is Ada, a young BPW member from Lagos, Nigeria, young BPW Lekki. And today I'm going to be speaking on reviewing the basics of Zoom. Zoom as a tool for communication for BPW members. So first of all, I'm going to start by defining Zoom. So what exactly do we understand or know Zoom to be? Because of everything that's going on now in the world, Zoom has actually become the most reliable tool for companies, large organizations to actually organize their meetings on, since apparently now we can't have a lot of one-on-one physical meetings. Zoom is a video conferencing app that allows you to virtually interact with your coworkers. And interestingly, people actually have been using Zoom to do other things like have their weddings and parties and all of that. So when in-person meetings cannot be possible, Zoom steps in. Now you can connect either by video or audio only, or you can use both. And another interesting thing that Zoom allows you to do is that it allows you record your meetings so that after it, you can go back to it. A couple of weeks ago, I had a BPW member who actually wanted to have a Zoom meeting in her office, and she called me up and, she was like, oh, I would love to take the minutes at this meeting. How do I do it? What do I do? Do I start jotting things down while people are speaking and while I'm speaking? And I said to her, I said, no, you can actually just record the meeting and then go back to it later and take that whatever point it is that you want to take, and that's it. And she was like, oh, really? So Zoom actually understands the importance of things like this, and they've actually put a lot of core features in place so people can actually enjoy interactions and meetings while it is going on. So I'm going to be talking about some of the core features of Zoom, just going to be treating the basics of it, and I'm going to be sharing my screen with you quickly so that I can take you around and show you some of the things that I will be talking about. Let me start with the Zoom app itself. Now, what do you need to get a Zoom ID? It's totally free to sign up. So once you sign up, let me share my screen with you. Once you open the Zoom tab, you can actually see there, this is my Zoom window. So if I go back, you can actually see my whole Zoom screen right here. Now, this is what it looks like when you're actually already on a Zoom ID. Now you have from here, you can schedule your meeting here, you can join a meeting. Now, in order to join a meeting, what you actually need from the host, if you're not the host of the meeting, is that the host needs to sometimes invite you, send you the link. The link contains the ID, meeting ID, and a password that automatically lets you in once you just click on it. It's as simple as that. So once you sign up, this is what your whole Zoom page is gonna look like. You're gonna have, right here is your profile, and here is where you can schedule your meetings, this area for webinars, the recordings. You have to, before you can actually record a meeting, you have to make sure that your settings are actually set right, and it's actually right there. So all you have to do is just turn on the recording, and your meeting begins to actually record at the time that you started. So immediately you start the meeting, it starts recording immediately. As long as you set it, actually you turn on your recording. Once you click a button on start meeting, your meeting starts. So this is basically what this is so just to show you a quick example, this is the meeting that I set up. So it lets you enter in a topic, describe your meeting, set the time, and then this is a meeting ID and the password and all of that. So you either can have the option of deleting the meeting or saving the meeting. Now, all of this, some of the things that I'm going to tell you about the core features of Zoom is that you can have one-on-one meetings. It's actually hosted by one person if you're on the free plan. There's just one host, and the host can actually host the meeting for up to 40 minutes. And then after 40 minutes, you can as well just, invite everybody, because what Zoom does is that when the 40 minutes is actually over, you can restart the meeting all over again. But then that way you have to now invite people to actually come back into the meeting room after the 40 minutes timer is actually up. Then there's group video conferences. You can host up to 500 participants. And if you purchase there's an icon that says a large meeting add-on. If you purchase that, because the beautiful thing about Zoom is that some of the plans are actually not paid for, while some are paid for. Some plans, like the large meeting add-on where you can host as much as 500 participants, has to be actually paid for before you can use it. Now the plan, however, allows you to host video conferences of up to 40 minutes, like I said earlier, with 100 participants. Then there's a screen sharing feature, which I just did right now. I can show you at the bottom of my screen, share screen. So all you have to do is just click on it, and then everyone can see whatever it is that you're trying to show them. Great for work presentations, great for board meeting presentations, and great for whatever type of presentation it is that you actually really want to do. This screen sharing feature is actually great for that. Then there's a feature where for the Zoom room. Now the Zoom room is that the physical hardware setup. It actually lets you or your company or your large organization launch meetings from conference rooms. So the Zoom room is actually a feature that you actually pay for. Now, please note the screen sharing is free, is on the free plan. It comes with that. The group video conferencing is free on the free plan as well. The only inhibitions you have on the free plan is that you have a limited number of people that you can actually do your video conferencing with. But aside that, you really have like no inhibitions whatsoever. Then the one-on-one meetings, that's what Zoom is for. That's why I started with that. It's the first core feature for Zoom, actually, replacing physical meetings. The Zoom room actually requires you to have an additional subscription. So like I said earlier, the Zoom room is the physical hardware setup that lets individuals, companies, organizations, name it. It lets them schedule and launch Zoom meetings from their conference rooms. Now with the Zoom room, you pay an additional subscription for it, a separate fee. It's about $15, so I'm really, I'm not sure anymore, but yes, I'm sure around that price. It's not so pricey. They've allowed this so that everyone can actually enjoy the benefits of it. So it requires you to have an additional subscription, like I said earlier, and it's mostly ideal for larger companies. If you are a small company with, say, 8 to 20 employees, you don't necessarily need to have the Zoom room feature. So one of the reasons why I actually lean towards Zoom every day and needed to learn more about it was the fact that it had features that was suitable for every type of business, from small businesses to large businesses. Zoom actually has you covered. Now, Zoom has 5 plans that you can choose from. There's the Zoom Free, Zoom Pro, Zoom Business, Zoom Enterprise, and then the optional Zoom rooms. The Zoom free is totally free. I stated that earlier in one of the core features. It's the basic plan. You don't have to pay anything for it. All you have to do is just sign up on Zoom, get registered with a valid email address, and that's it, and you're in. Now, for the Zoom free, you can hold an unlimited number of meetings as well. It's not limiting you to the number of meetings that you can have. The only thing that is limiting you to is the number of the time limit for your meeting. It caps at 40 minutes, but that's just a restriction. After 40 minutes, you can actually sign people back up. And then interestingly now, even on the Zoom free plan, you can actually do more than 40 minutes. I recently just learned that. You can actually do up to an hour plus, without actually having to sign people back up into the room. Zoom actually allowed that. I think because of this period, they actually allowed that to happen, to allow people to actually be on it more and longer, free plan or not. So this is them actually being considerate to the public. There's the Zoom Pro, allows you to host, to create personal meeting IDs for repetitive Zoom meetings. It allows you to record your meeting as well. Zoom, the basic plan actually allows you to do that. Zoom Pro also allows you to do that. The only difference is that the Zoom Pro actually caps your meeting duration at 24 hours. And then that's it, you're good to go. Zoom Business, also a great one, allows a minimum of 10 hosts. Now on the Zoom free, you can only have one host. So you are the only one entitled to hosting your meeting. You can't add any other host to it, which is why Zoom Business is perfect for larger organizations. It allows you a minimum of 10 hosts. So you can actually have your managing director of your company, the president of the company, the CEO be the host, whoever it is that wishes to be the host. It allows you a minimum of 10 hosts. It lets you brand your Zoom meetings. We know how branding is very important to businesses right now. It gives you that unique and corporate look and feel that your businesses need to have in front of your clients. Zoom Business lets you have that. It lets you brand meetings. It lets you brand vanity URLs and company branding. So say, for example, let me use BPW International as an example. We have a Zoom Business account, and whenever we actually send out our links or meeting invites to anyone that we send it to, they would actually see it branded there, BPW International. So whatever name you actually want to use, whatever your business name is, you can actually brand your URL to actually look that way. Zoom Business, interestingly, also offers you transcription services. In an organization where we have thousands of members and we all speak different languages, Zoom actually allows all of these members to be on that meeting at the same time and helps transcribe to English in case there are members there who actually don't speak English and speak other languages. Transcription services are available, both real time while the meeting is going on and post meeting if you're recording the meeting and you want it to be transcribed later. It offers you that option as well. Subscription is capped at about $15 to $19, I think, yeah. And you can actually record this meeting on your cloud, as well as there's a dedicated customer support service for you as well, 24/7. So if you have issues with your Zoom Business account, they are there to serve you on the go, real time. That's how good the customer support for Zoom Business is. Zoom Enterprise allows you a minimum of 100 hosts. And it's meant for businesses with 1,000 or more employees. So if you have an organization, a business, and you have over 1,000 employees, the Zoom Enterprise was actually made for you. It was tailored to actually give your business the capacity to bring people into it as well. So I want to also show you Zoom, other features that Zoom has. There's the reactions feature. So you agree, or maybe I start the meeting and you can't hear me and I want to say, oh, if you hear me, can you just let me know? So you click on, maybe you click on the thumbs up to say, yes, I can hear you, or you click on the clap when somebody says something that you agree with. So these are all of the things here that Zoom actually offers you. I hope this has been very informative, like I expect it to be. If you have any other questions, I'm gonna be taking it. If you feel the need to want to ask something, set up Zoom for your company, for organizations, you can just let me know. Thank you so much for listening to this webinar. It's been a great pleasure presenting this to everyone. Thank you very much.